What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Anfernee, and since the start of this channel, since I started making YouTube videos, one of my main focus to get every young investor to do, whether you're a teenager in your 20s or 30s or even 40s, is to start investing in a Roth IRA. I personally believe that a Roth IRA is one of the most powerful investment tools that you can have in order to build wealth the most effectively. And because I talk about Roth IRAs so much, there are some of my most popular videos, and to cover all the bases once again, I want to discuss with you guys exactly how and why you should open up a Roth IRA. And in this video specifically, I'm going to walk you through how to open up a Charles Schwab Roth IRA. So if you're watching this video for the first time on my channel and you may be thinking, what is a Roth IRA, Anfernee, and why do I need one? Well, the first thing I want to tell you is that if you think you'll find any kind of value in this video, then tap that like button for your boy, and also subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But seriously, to tell you what a Roth IRA is a retirement brokerage account that is funded with after-tax dollars. And all after-tax dollars means is that money that you already paid tax on. And to compare this with something like a 401k, if you are a teenager, once you get a job that qualifies for a 401k, any contributions to your 401k will be made before tax is taken out. So if you make $1,000 a month and you contribute $100 to your 401k, you only have to pay tax on the $900 of earnings rather than the $1,000 in earnings. However, to make this point abundantly clear, if you made $1,000 a month and you contributed $100 to a Roth IRA, you will still have to pay tax on the $1,000 in earnings. Now, me explaining it like that may make you think, well, why would I want to contribute to a Roth IRA? Why would I want to invest the same amount of money but have to pay more in tax? And this is really where the beauty of the Roth IRA comes in. You see, according to the current tax law, when you contribute after-tax dollars to a Roth IRA, that money is then in turn allowed to grow tax-free. So the example I like to use is that if your $100 that you contribute goes to $1,000, $10,000, or $1 million, when you reach your eligible retirement age, you will not have to pay income tax on the gains like you would when you start taking 401k distributions. So the main point here is that with a Roth IRA, you are paying taxes now so that when you get ready to use your money in the future, you don't have to pay tax on it. And the reason why I think that this is so powerful, because there is theoretically no limit to the amount of money that your money can grow to. Your $1 can grow to $10 million at some point in the future, and you get to keep all of that money tax-free once you reach eligible retirement age. However, before you start seeing this account as a unicorn like I did, there are a few eligibility requirements and restrictions that the government places on this. So I want to make sure that you are aware of that before you go and start to open up your Roth IRA yourself. So one of the first requirements to finding out if you're eligible to open up a Roth IRA is to make sure that you are below the income limitations. With any other brokerage account, it doesn't matter how much money you make, but with this particular retirement account, you cannot make over $140,000 a year. If you make over $140,000 a year, you are not eligible for this account. And if you're married, you can't make over $230,000 per year. And if you fall below those income limitations, one of the biggest restrictions on a Roth IRA is that if you're under the age of 50, the maximum contributions for one tax year is $6,500. Now, when I first got started on my Roth IRA journey, the limit was $6,000. So the government does periodically increase the Roth IRA contribution limit to keep up with inflation and a number of other economic factors. And in the past on this channel, I'll walk through my current setup with a Roth IRA, but because of the income limitation, I can't do that this year, but I can still walk you through exactly how to set up your account given my previous experience with them in the past. So after you find out if you're eligible and you have the money to invest in your Roth IRA, you then want to choose what brokerage account you're going to open. And from my time here on YouTube, I have tried out and reviewed a ton of different brokerage accounts. I have made videos on Charles Schwab, Robinhood, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Webull, and all of them have Roth IRA account options. So the brokerage that you choose, in my opinion, will be based only on personal preference. You won't see any difference in returns. You'll be investing in much of the same securities. So this question is largely dependent on what brokerage that you feel most comfortable with. Now, because this is a Charles Schwab Roth IRA video, that is what I'm going to be focusing on primarily in this video. So once you go over to Charles Schwab's website and you pick the open account options, you would then go through the process like you would any other brokerage account with opening up your Roth IRA. You'll have to put in your social security number, you'll have to answer a number of security questions, and overall you'll just have to verify that you're actually eligible to open this account, because if you give fraudulent information, you may be subject to backup withholding or even prison time from the IRS and the US government. However, once you have your account open, the next thing that you want to do is pick your investments, and that is usually the most confusing part for most investors. They have the money to contribute to the Roth IRA, they have the account open, but now they don't know what to invest in. So now I'm going to publicly state that this is not investment advice here, just for legal reasons, but I'm going to tell you what I personally did with my Roth IRA when I was making contributions to it. So with my Roth IRA, I invested largely in index funds and in mutual funds. My portfolio is basically made up of 90% S&P 500 index funds, about 5% cash, and then 5% international or emerging stocks. Now, this is by no means the best or recommended way to invest in a Roth IRA, but I would say that any way that you choose to invest in your Roth IRA should fit your risk profile. And what I mean by risk profile is that if you're worried about losing a lot of money, or if you're worried about your investments dropping in value, then you should stick to largely blue chip companies with established revenue and established cash flow streams, so that even if the value of your investments do fluctuate over time, it should provide a steady, slow rise given enough investment time. And one of the best way to do this, as I mentioned, is by investing in index funds. By investing in index funds, you get a little slice of the overall economy or of the overall sector that you choose to invest in. If you choose to invest in the NASDAQ 2000, then you will be more technology focused. If you choose to invest in the S&P 500, then you will be investing in the overall largest 500 companies in the United States. I would suggest definitely doing a little bit of a deeper dive into here to find out what sector draws you in the most, so that you can be comfortable and confident with your investment decisions. And then once you go through the process of making your investment decisions, I believe that the next step will be to take some time and manage your expectations of what is going to happen with your portfolio. For a lot of beginners in the stock market, you hear all of these unicorn stories about people turning $1 into $1 million, and you think that just by investing in the stock market that this may happen to you. And most of the time, if I'm being completely honest, if you are a person who is chasing those crazy returns by doing option plays, by day trading, by doing a lot of other different things, you are going to wind up losing a lot more money than you actually would have if you just put money into your portfolio and forgot all about it. And for 90% of investors who are passive investors, what you can expect to earn if you invest in mutual funds and if you invest in index funds is about 7 to 10% annually on your portfolio per year. So that means that if you invest $5,000 on the high end, you can expect to earn about $500 on that money in a year. Now, this may not sound like a lot of money, but this is actually setting up the foundation to one of the most powerful elements in the world, which is compound interest. Now, I talk about compound interest in a lot of my videos because it applies to almost every single factor of our life, and I believe with all my heart that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. A lot of people understand the concept of compound interest, but the true exponential power of compound interest is unmatched to any man-made object there is. The reason why compound interest is so powerful is because that given enough time, your money that you have contributed to your portfolio will start to earn more money and outpace your contributions, and could even double, triple, and quadruple those contributions if you give it enough time. This is similar to those cartoons back in the day when they start off with a little snowball at the top of the hill and they start to roll it down, and as it begins to roll down, the snowball gets larger and larger and larger until it turns into a huge boulder and starts an avalanche. This type of snowball motion works the same with your portfolio. If you start out with $1,000 and that $1,000 earns 10%, at the beginning of the next year you will have $1,100 in your portfolio. However, if you leave it there and you contribute another $1,000, if that $2,000 that you contribute earns 10%, that $100 that initially was in the portfolio also earned 10%. So now that you earned a little bit extra in interest. Now let's continue extrapolating to, let's say you have $1 million in your portfolio. You still are contributing $1,000 per year, but if your portfolio earns 10% on $1 million, then the interest earned from your portfolio is $100,000, even though you contributed 1% of that to your portfolio. And the snowball continues to get larger and larger as you continue to let your money sit and grow. And with all that being said, if you have any specific questions about how to open up a Roth IRA, then leave a comment down below, as I like to read every single one of them. If you found any kind of value in this video, then tap that like button. And if you want to get a free stock to start your investing journey, then go down to the description where if you sign up to the public app, they will give you a free stock just for signing up. You don't have to deposit any money. You don't have to connect your bank account. If you click that link and sign up, you will get a free stock as a thank you from me to you. However, if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace.